Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice of radio. So today, we're going to be having a little bit of a look at the Pokemon TCG news. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a couple of little news stories been coming out lately that we've not had a chance to go and have a look at. So I think it's about time we went and had a look at them now. So starting off then, we have nice clear images of the Eevee Tins. Now, this comes from a website over in the Netherlands, and they've shown us nice clear images of the Flareon. I will of course pop a link to that website in the description. Vaporeon and Jolteon tins. Now these are going to be coming out on the 22nd of February. And they're the usual tins we've seen a million times before, whereby you get yourself 4 packs and a promo card. What is exciting here is that you are getting the Eeveelutions. You are getting these promo GXs. Now, what's really weird to me is, as it stands at the moment, over in Japan, well, they've been out for a little while. Jolteon has basically proven to be one of, if not the very best GXs in the format. Vaporeon has seen quite a lot of play, and Flareon looks amazing, but really has not seen any love. So Jolteon's got free retreat, which is great. For 1 lightning energy, it does 30 to the active, 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's literally Jet Punch, but for a lightning Pokemon. For 2 energy, you do 110. And for 2 energy as well, you do 110 and you get immunity the following turn. And of course, you can combine that with stuff like Electro Power. This has been seeing a lot of play in decks with Zapdos and Jirachi. And at least before the releases of Tag Team GXs, this was the best deck in the format. Vaporeon, really the best thing about it is an ability which heals 30 damage from your active water Pokemon. We've seen this played with stuff like Glaceon over in Japan. It has seen play and success already. I should mention you've got the Energy Evolution Eevee here, which lets you evolve all of these up turn 1 quite nicely. And the Flareon, for my mind, is the most exciting of the 3, but all the news I'm seeing coming out of Japan, all the deck lists, I've not heard of a winning Flareon list, whereas I have for the other 2. But 1 fire energy, 30 damage, and attach free fire energy from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. And yes, if you use this to attach to Eevees, you can activate the ability and get more Flareon going. Free energy, 190, discard 2, and then 1 fire energy, 20 damage for each fire energy in your discard pile. I think Flareon's going to be really, really good, and they're all viable, they're all good Pokemon, so it's really exciting that we're getting them in tins. The Flareon, I think, is phenomenal. The Jolteon is confirmed as phenomenal, and the Vaporeon looks underwhelming to me, but it keeps winning tournaments over in Japan, so what do I know? Either way, they're kind of like regular tins. They'll be out on the 22nd of February, so something to get a little bit excited about. Speaking of getting excited, we've got some more information about the Kanto and Friends tins. Now, the information comes from TotalCards.net, although I believe the clear images we've got here are from PokeBeach. And essentially, there are 5 little tins that you can get, and inside you get 2 booster packs, 1 metallic Pokemon coin, and an art card showing the art from the mini tin. You can collect and combine all 5. This lovely image from Immunity over on Twitter shows the full artwork when it is all combined, and I think we can all agree it's rather beautiful. There were some rumours when these were announced that maybe it's going to be the Scream promos. It never quite rang true for me, because the Scream promos don't really combine per se. So I wasn't a huge fan of that. But the good news is, we do now have the artwork, it's this. And if you look at the tins from PokeBeach here, you can see these look absolutely stunning little tins. These are the kind of things which are going to be really good in terms of pester power for children in shops. They're going to have 2 packs in, so they're not going to be terribly expensive. They're going to be fairly cheap, although I don't believe we actually have a confirmed price for these yet, but you're looking at kind of below $10, I would imagine. They're very, very cheap. 2 packs, a coin, and an art card. But what's really cool here is that they look amazing. So you're going to get a bunch of kids going into shops going, "Mummy, mummy, 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 can I have one of those?" Now, the best one is clearly the Squirtle sitting in the water with a Magikarp jumping over him, but I rather suspect it's going to be the Pikachu and the Eevee that are going to be the most popular. They did get their own games after all. I suppose we shouldn't be terribly surprised. So they're coming, they're beautiful, they're going to be fairly cheap, and as I often say about new products, if you're not interested, don't buy them. Personally, I am rather interested, I think they're incredibly cool, but as with all of these, if you want to ignore them, you can. One thing which is incredibly weird, like super weird, we've got a new promo card coming out of Korea. Now, I believe this is the very first time I've ever reported on a promo card coming out of Korea before anywhere else. Now, to be fair, it's not a brand new card. Japan had this as a promo card a little while ago. The card isn't new, but the artwork absolutely is. How weird is that, right? I believe, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, but I certainly cannot remember any time we had a promo coming out in Korea rather than anywhere else. So, you know, go Korea, getting some exclusive artwork. Also, how beautiful is that packet? So, it is a Korean Zeraora promo card. It is exactly the same as this Japanese promo card that they've already had, and it's alright. 1 colourless energy, 20 damage. And then, of course, it's a lightning Pokemon, so you combine it with Electro Power to do a bunch of extra damage and all of that. It's fine. It's not gonna set the world on fire. But, you know, kinda cool nonetheless. And 2 lightning, 1 colourless energy, 120 damage, and you do 20 to yourself. But remember that Electro Power and also stuff like Choice Band does mean that you're going to be able to get up to 1-hit KO territory here. I mean, 1 Choice Band, 1 Electro Power, and something like a Blacephalon or a Rayquaza is going to be going down here. So it's not terrible. Do we need it over other non-GXs? Arguably not. I mean, I'm still a big fan of the Circuitry that for 1 energy does 20 damage and confusion. There's plenty of non-GXs out there, but as a non-GX, it's kind of cool. And I'm assuming I've done a video about this. If I have, which I almost certainly have, I will pop a link to it in the description. So yeah, exclusive Korean promo card. Gonna be honest, ladies and gentlemen, did not see that coming. And then just to wrap up with a couple little news stories, look at this beautiful playmat they're getting in Japan. It is a double-sided playmat, and to say I want it would be somewhat of an understatement. Of course, we did do our videos the other day looking at Starmie GX and Onyx GX coming out of that promo pack in Japan, and there is a playmat as well featuring Misty and Brock, obviously featuring Starmie and Onyx, given that they are the GXs of choice. I don't think you should be terribly surprised. It's beautiful. I have nothing else to add, it's just beautiful. And the lovely Matthew Varive Immunity over on Twitter has gone and shared us some images of the portfolios, these little binders that you get with the release of every set to go and buy and store your cards in and all of that. So the 4 pocket binders feature Pikachu and Zekrom on the front and Eevee and Snorlax on the back. And the 9 pocket binders feature Mimikyu and Gengar on the front and Celebi and Venusaur on the back. They're just tag team GXs, ladies and gentlemen. You could have seen this coming. Commiserations to Magikarp and Wailord, and also to Latios and Latias that just plain didn't feature. Now, Magikarp and Wailord kind of makes sense because weirdly, the regular art, by which I mean the Mitsuhiro Arita art, because he has done art for all 6 of them, is actually a promo card, and we're getting this alternate art Magikarp and Wailord in the set. So you were never going to get Magikarp and Wailord on these binders because you couldn't have artwork that was massively different to the other 3 featured in the binders. That would be weird. And they couldn't use the Arita art because that is, of course, now promo artwork. It is really weird that the Arita art got put in as a promo, whereas the other 5 in the set are Arita art, and we got the alternate art in the set. That's very strange to me. As for Latios and Latias, Baby Daisy is not pleased. Latias is her spirit Pokemon. There's no good reason we didn't get this. Essentially, somebody over at TPCI decided that it was going to be the least popular of the 5, because it was never going to be Magikarp and Wailord, and therefore it didn't get featured. Boo, hiss, etc. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is, for now, the news you need to be keeping up with. Though I may well be back with more news in a day or two because, I want to make sure you know everything. That is my goal on this channel. I want to make sure you know everything you need to know about the Pokemon trading card game, through cards to decks to news to products. I don't want you having to go and find it elsewhere. That just sounds like work for you guys. But for now, I want to know what you think about all of this news. Are you going to be picking up the Eevee Tins? Are you going to be picking up those Kanto friend tins? Are you excited about the binders? How weird is it that Korea got a promo that no one else has got yet? Let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Go nuts, but please do remember the most important rule as always. Be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. And do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays for some more Wassy action. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.